Stef Mendell. Good evening.
Hi. Stef Mendell, 3225 Oak Grove Circle. 6 of you made a decision earlier today to immediately disband Raleigh's Citizens Advisory Councils. That decision was lacking in transparency and in due process. You kept your plans secret from a fellow council member, but shared it with some media outlets. That sounds like a dysfunctional council to me. You didn't bother to engage with the RCAC. From what I understand, at least one of you met with the RCAC leadership last week to talk about improving the CAC process. But you never brought up the fact that you were planning to dismantle them. Why is secrecy necessary if you truly have plans for new and improved community engagement? Or is this like Trump and the Republicans and the Affordable Care Act? Let's throw it out for something better, but we can't tell you yet what that is. One guess is that you're ashamed of your plan and you feared it wouldn't pass muster if people had been allowed to review and comment on it or mobilize against it. That's what happened last time the council tried to eliminate CACs, because the public actually supports them. So you start out your improved community engagement by stifling public input by not giving notice. What's the urgency? Why not wait for the consultant report? Please revisit your decision and leave the CACs in place while you work with a consultant. Does it take a lot of time for a council member to attend CAC meetings? Yes, but that's part of your job. It's about engaging with your constituents. Do you sometimes have to take some heat from people who are upset or who disagree with you about something? That's part of the job too. You give a lot of lip service to transparency and to freedom of speech, but you are stifling Raleigh residents. You say it's because you don't want to be influenced by a vocal minority. I think it's pretty clear from this decision and from many of the other decisions you've already made and will undoubtedly make in the future that you are being influenced by a few vocal minorities: the Home Builders Association, the Triangle Apartment Association, and other special interest groups. I know nothing I say here tonight will change your minds because you've been bought and paid for. But I'm hoping the media, the objective media, and the public will see you for what you are. Now I'd like to ask all CAC supporters who are here tonight to stand up, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mendell, for your comments. There's a saying, don't throw a stone in a glass house, and it reminds me of a motion that the previous council took where 3 and 4 members voted to rescind the rights of the mayor's approved and proposed committee appointments. You don't have the right to speak. Thank you.
Know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Thank you. And further, what I would like to say is that while this vote was difficult and we worked extremely hard to get this right, and thank you all for coming, and I will talk to you. If you want to stay after, it will be long. What you can't ask is who isn't here because they didn't know that this meeting was happening, or who isn't here because they work 3 jobs and can't make it. That is who we represent. We represent a majority. And when you signed up, you said that you were signing up because you wanted to talk about democracy. Democracy is about representing the majority. And in 2018, when we did a survey of the citizens and residents of Raleigh, over 90% of people said that they didn't even know what CACs were and hadn't attended a CAC meeting. So when we're talking about majorities, we have a difficult job when we have to make these decisions, but we made the right one. So I hear what you're saying, and thank you for coming, but I know that I'm proud of what we did.
Excuse me. Folks, I would ask for decorum, please.